Hi, Bipasha. Welcome to the show again.
Thank you.
Okay, you're becoming the supernatural queen of Bollywood. Tell us about it.
I'll give you more names. I've got Face of Fear. I've got Screen Queen.
I like Face of Fear.
Yeah. I'm the best Face of Fear that, fear could have. Because I'm the biggest, like in Bengali, Bhitu, Darpo, Phattu, sab kuch. I think I'm a combination of all three together.
But good irony for the kind of movies they're doing.
It's a strange thing, That's what I'm saying, you never have and a person like me doesn't have a plan in place. What I want to do is always decided by my gut feel. Which story I like and which role that I like. It's so funny that, when Suparn told me, and I was shooting for Raj3, that he has a supernatural film. So my first instinct was, ye to main nahi karne wali hu. I'll just meet him because he's offered me all his films and he's a really good guy. He was the first journalist who had interviewed me when I became the 4th supermodel at 16.
Wow.
So, and every film of his he has offered me. So I said, okay, I'm feeling very bad because last time for his last film, on Women's Day, he had given me a Kipling bag as a gift. And I had to say no to him that day, that I'm not doing his film. So I said, no, I'll just meet him still. So he came and he narrated me the story. And you won't believe it. I was just like, so he's like, so third time, am I lucky? I said, yes. He said, what? I said, yes.
Am I hearing it right?
and even I couldn't believe that, the story just bowled me over. I had to do it because I definitely at this point of time, I'm very greedy to work.
So the movie kind of has underlying thing with domestic violence too, right?
Yeah.
So did you ever talk to women who've undergone that, who faced this in their real life?
Madhurita, we spoke about an emotional breakdown that I had on Raj3. I spoke with you, I remember.
Yeah, you did, I remember.
And I had said at that point of time, there are only very few roles and few characters that can push you to that extent, which causes that emotional outburst. It happened to me in Raj3, and there was one scene that we did with Nawaz and me in this film where we definitely dropped our inhibitions and we said that we are going to make this scene very real. And it was like no holds barred, like just go all out for it. And towards the end of the scene, I'm left on the floor. And on the floor, and I had my head down. It was the most humiliating experience of my life, where I felt that every person on the set is looking at me. So for me, this film actually can teach you so much, where you have to respect yourself, and the only way you respect yourself as a woman is not allow any violence on you.
Absolutely.
You have to stand up for yourself. There, no one's going to come and hold your hand.
What do you think about the kind of movies that are being written for actresses nowadays? I mean, do you think really, it's changing, the change is coming about?
Every time there's one film about an actress that works, people start saying that, oh, it's a fabulous time for women. It never is, I would really say that, barring Vidya, she has got a lucky run with orthoback roles now. And, even she went through her days of struggle. She went through a lot to reach that. But I don't think any rest of my contemporaries are getting there. Everyone's looking. Everyone's so talented. We are all looking for that one right thing because everyone's gorgeous. Everyone looks great. Everyone's fit. Everyone's glamorous. Everyone can dance well. But I'm sure all of them can act well too. But it's only the dearth of the scripts written for women. And you have to think out of the box. We always look wide-eyed to Oscars and Golden Globe, but if you see the women post-40s rule the roost out there.
Absolutely.
The films are written for them.
Totally.
So we need that change to happen here, and I think it's like baby steps in that direction.
So being single, also there are a lot of link-ups. How do you handle all that? Whenever you go to a party with somebody, the next thing in the paper is, Bipasha was seen with somebody. And you probably aren't used to that. So how do you deal with that?
I find this very amusing because I want to know, how does one become boyfriend-girlfriend? I want to know this.
That's a very funny question.
Yeah, it is. I really think that people need to understand that if you meet a person, connect, you don't become boyfriend-girlfriend day one. If you meet a person and connect, you talk to them, maybe have a coffee with them, maybe you go for a dinner with them, maybe go out again, In the process, you might become just friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
From a completely social person, you might become friends. Or if there is a connection, with time, you can step into a mature relationship. but it's not in your hands.
Right.
So how do people define this thing that anytime you see someone, a girl and a boy, they're seeing each other? Yeah, we are seeing with our eyes, for sure. But more than that, like, I don't understand how... You know, I'm a very old school girl.
When it comes to romance, you're really old school.
I am very old school. And it's not going to change ever for me. So it's going to be very step by step for me. So I find this very frivolous when I'm linked to these men.
Yeah.
Because you can connect with people. That does not mean that's your boyfriend.
Right.
Yeah. You know, or you've fallen in love, or something is happening. You could be just talking to a person.
Yeah.
And for me, I'll tell you, it's like I said, I'm old school. It has to be like that. There's no other way.
A process, you just can't.
It is a process.
So you're not the kinds who believes in love at first sight.
No, I'm not.
I take coffee and you
I take a long time to fall in love. Long. Very long. Yeah.
Super, Bipasha. It was great talking to you and wish you a lot of luck with our.
Thank you.